welcome back with me, Amron-Paul and Ed Decker. Ed, let's talk about this special person we're about to bring to America to support your show.
Well, I'd like to back up a little bit as we've talked about. You rewind a little bit, because one of the exciting things about the Rites of Passage project is that I've met so many astonishing people from around the world, and there's been this synchronistic connection between, like 6 degrees of separation, if you've ever heard about that. And in this case, a friend of mine that goes to the YMCA with me heard that I was going to Bali, and he says, and he knew of our project, and he said, you have to meet this amazing performer named Didik Nini Thowok. And
you pronounced it correctly.
Did I do well? It's taken a little practice. Didik has corrected me a couple of times. And so last year, when we went back to Bali again, this friend connected me to Didik, who happened to be coming over from Java to do a performance in Bali, from Yogyakarta on Java, to do to do the performance in Bali. And then it also so happened that you were in Bali at the same time, and we had the good fortune of attending the same performance. But there was also yet another link to Didik, because you and Didik are from the same town and are good friends. So there is where the plan hatched to bring Didik back to San Francisco. I believe he's been here a few times before. He's never performed at New Conservatory Theatre Center. But when I told him about the project that we were doing, Rites of Passage, I told him that I was also very interested in the questions of gender and mysticism. And Didik spent a fair amount of time talking to me about gender as it relates to the Hindu culture, and that there are many stories and dances that talk about ancient gender stories in the Hindu religion. And we thought that it would be a great opportunity to share some of these stories with a Western audience here in San Francisco. Also further introduce our audiences to his work, because he's developed a following already from his previous 2 appearances, but my audience at New Conservatory Theatre Center has not had the pleasure of witnessing his astonishing performances in dance and mask work. So he will be here in April for between April 21st and 24th.
Save that dates.
Yeah, you have to save those dates. There's only 4 performances in San Francisco, where he will perform a piece called Gender Mystic, and he will perform 4 dances that examine gender roles in Hindu mythology, and also help raise money to finish the Rites of Passage playwriting project. So it all kind of ties back together.
Well, I probably will correct a little bit on the Hinduism thing too, because what we actually present, I'm very honored that you actually asked me to help to direct.
I'm thrilled too.
I'm excited. What we're going to bring is not just the Hinduism, but also in the Muslim culture as well, because it is happening in Java.
Absolutely
so
right.
it will be very, very interesting performance. So just really save the date, April the 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
And the 24th. There's a matinee on the 24th, I believe.
Yeah, matinee.
Matinee on the
But the first 3 days is at 8 p.m. Okay, and I think audience, the SF GAM members, we might going to.
There'll be a special promotion code for
There
SF
you
GAM
go.
members, so you have VIP and special pricing for this project.
There might be a party as well, an opening. We can invite them.
Of course, of course. I think we're going to do a party at the closing performance, because it will be in the afternoon, and we can spend some more time together, as opposed to late in the evening when people might be tired and wanting to go home.
Would Didik let me explain a bit more about Didik Nini Thowok?
Please.
She, we don't know. And of course, in the Westerners, we are familiar with the drag queen, with the transgender show and this kind of thing. And actually, in Indonesia, also, we do have that kind of cultures, a little bit different.
Right.
We call them the mystic genders. And those people actually the most sensitive being in regard in those religions, cultures, So they believe that God and Goddess will go
Within them,
within
right, that
them,
they have
and then
special
there's
powers,
powers,
and intuitions and
correct,
insights
correct.
into the world because of their dual,
Yes.
their masculine and feminine sides are
Dual
so integrated.
citizenship.
Dual citizenship within their own gender identity. I guess that's a good way of putting it.
But we will tell you more in that show. You know, we'll tell you from her movements, and also maybe I'll try to narrate the story, what is all this behind it. But really, it's very interesting, and it's really funny.
Yes,
You know, he's
Didik is a master of comedy.
a mask and everything. I mean, really, it will blow your mind. He has been to perform in here actually a few times. We work together as well, but he has new pieces that he will bring in as well, which is about 20 minutes pieces.
Yeah, I think the four pieces together will make up a full evening of theater. So you will have a very full complement of dance and mask and comedy and drama, because there's some very sensitive. Yeah, there's the drama right there. There's some very sensitive interpretations, as well.
Yeah, but for those who has seen Didik performance 3 times in the Bay Area, it's going to be different. There is one piece that he recently choreographed, and that's what we're going to bring as well. And we have to involve big something there. Big something.
That'll be a big surprise. We have
Big
to come
surprise.
and see what it is. We don't want to reveal everything.
Exactly.
Leave something to the imagination.
Exactly. Maybe we'll be able to play a little bit of some of behind the stage from the previous work, so you audience can kind of tell what it's all about,
Right.
But it is save the dates again, April 21st
through 24th.
Correct.
Only 4 performances. It'll be gone before you know it, so don't miss it.
Exactly. So please, it's gonna be happening at the new
Conservatory Theatre Center, 25 Van Ness at Market Street in San Francisco.
And they can buy the ticket directly, or
Yes, again, if you go online, just Google New Conservatory Theatre Center, you can purchase tickets online. And again, for the SF-GAM audience, there will be a special promotion code available to you so that you have special pricing for these performances.
Well, thank you so very much, Ed, for sharing all this work that you have done. And again, I also thank you for involving me and Didik.
Well, my pleasure. It's my honor to be able to work with you folks. So thank you.
Thank you. And audience, we'll see you guys in April 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25 Venice. All right? Okay, till later. Amron-Paul with SF-GAM in San Francisco.